welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Monday morning. And this week we take some exciting new turns in the world of tech. We are looking at Google Street View heading in new directions, taking us to places we would never otherwise be able to go. Also some updates from Samsung's Bixby, the new AI on the block. And could we see cryptocurrencies being regulated in South Africa? Well, welcome once again to our tech expert and editor of bandwidthblog.com, Tienus Jans van Rensburg. Tienus, very good morning, sir.
Morning to you.
Crazy old world that we live in, and now we get to see so much more of it thanks to Google Street View. And now they are taking it a step further. What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, Google Street View has always been a great way for us to explore the world in ways that we would...
Because we're all voyeurs.
Exactly. Unfortunately, what's the first thing you did with Google Street View? You checked out your house, right?
Yeah, your back garden. Yeah.
That's not what it was meant for. So basically, Google Street View has now started to explore all new places around the world. So not only actual streets like it was at the beginning. You could, for example, in recent years, explore the Great Barrier Reef with Google Street View. But now they've said, let's take you to space, basically. Wow. So from this past week, you can go to the International Space Station on Google Street View. So a couple of months ago, when SpaceX sent one of their rockets back to the International Space Station to deliver some more equipment, they took with it some proper cameras, Google-type cameras, and they decided they're going to put that on.
I wonder if they took the yellow Labrador with them as well that we've seen in so many Street View pop-ups. Love that. Then Samsung, obviously, they launched their new AI assistant with the S8, Bixby.
Yeah.
And he's kind of changing the game a little bit.
Yeah, so Bixby came out with the Galaxy S8. It had its issues at launch, but they've started to resolve all of that over time. And now they're bringing a very, very much needed feature, which is it's voice control. So it didn't really have voice control proper up until, well, we've heard up until right now. And it's going to be very exciting to see how they compete in this world, because obviously you've got the Series, you've got the Google Assistants, you've got Cortanas, and this is the next step for them to actually push into, getting some of that hearts of the customers instead of having to use Google.
Yeah, no, I can imagine your phone is going to be asking you now in a different accent. I'm sorry, I did not hear that. If you said something, repeat that. Then this one is a really big one, and I've been wondering why there's a frenzy around Bitcoin again at the moment. But it seems here in South Africa, the Reserve Bank want to look into regulating Bitcoin. Is this true? Is this something we can do?
Well, yes, it is something that we definitely are hearing from the Reserve Bank. It's counterintuitive in that you think that Bitcoin actually shouldn't be regulated. The whole point behind Bitcoin is that it is not regulated. Unfortunately, we've seen over the last couple of years a lot of illegal kind of things happen with Bitcoin on the black market and with trafficking of different types of things, which is not good for society. So they've said, okay, let's regulate this in a way that actually makes sense so that customers actually trust it, so that people will know that if they use a Bitcoin, it's not coming from some dodgy place.
Yeah. Or being laundered. Yeah.
Exactly. So they're working with a company called Ban Ki-moon. Very, very, very nice name. And
I read that and I was like...
and they're going to basically try to put some regulations together so that us as customers trust the cryptocurrency more, so that it's easier for us to actually transact rather than just send money to each other here and there.
I love that, man. It's the way the world is moving. Thank you so much for filling us in, filling yourself in. Of course, you can connect with Tienus on bandwidthblog.com, an incredible resource. But that's what's been going on in the world of tech.